blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, this is your brother Dan Moses, or say Yao Sakodie of TRC, Ghana, coming to you with the continuation of our exposés, testimony, New World Disorder, with the exposés being recorded on the Friday, the 20th of September 2024, to be made available on the Lord's Day, Saturday, the 21st of September 2024. But before we begin, we want to welcome each other by saying Akwaba, Allen, Sahalen, Shagitam, welcome, Inganjoni, Benvindo, you are welcome, Kuso, Diwo, Tusanyu Senyo, Okukulaba, Mauya, Mingalaba, Boye Malamu, Karibu, Ekabo, no, oh, Sanu de Zua, Enkwande Hena, Mitash, Duburo, Pezalovat, Bine Ivinit, Barigalut, Vita Iche, Ayubon, Dobredoya, welcome, Estan, Ozut, Walan Anoman, bienvenido, Namaste, Swagetam, Kus, Hamadid, Baruch, Haba, Marhaba, Huang Yong Haminida, Huang Yin, Nyejeko, Anyamime, Nyejeko, Wezolo, Novio, Mia Wezo, Akwaba to the program Testimony, New World Disorder. Testimony, New World Disorder, as we know, is the program through which you get to know what is happening to Ghana, America, humanity, and the nations of the world in these times of global deception, delusion, and willful lies that are made up by some of the very people that we hope to be there for humanity and the nations of the world. And yet, for almost 2 decades now, in worship of the extremely dangerous US undercover agent Daniel Jezebel Babylon Caesar, my one-time spouse, these forces, global forces, have treacherously dealt with humanity by willful lie, deception, and delusion, and they have rendered the world and the human race into this dangerous state. But we must understand that the center of the global evils pursuits are America and Ghana. Each time I'm in America, America becomes the focus, the White House, the US, America becomes the. Now I am in Ghana since 6 March 2024. And Ghana, the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, since even before Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo became the president of Ghana, because of his hatred for me, it has made Ghana a hotspot, a center for the global agenda pursuit. So even as I'm in Ghana now, Ghana is the center of the global evil pursuit. You must understand. Akwaba to the program Testimony, New World Disorder. There are issues globally within the United Nations, Israel-Palestinian situation, Ukraine, Russia situation, the situation in America, Ghana, that are impacted by this, the unfolding, the events in Adan Kopi, Ghana. So let's understand. Akwaba to the program Testimony, New World Disorder. Humanity and the nations of the world. We would want to make it understood that the objective of these exposés that are coming, actually this expose is going to be taking back our franchise and our nation, expose part 7, taking back our franchise and our nation, expose part 7. It is not to create confusion or chaos route in America or Ghana regarding their national elections, but to give us enough information and to also help us understand that there are huge political forces in Ghana and America, diplomatic forces, some within the United Nations, that come into play in regarding the outcome of Ghana and US national elections. So we are helping us to understand that there is no single nation of the world where the outcome of their national elections, especially the presidential elections and the national elections, presidential elections mostly is based on the franchise exercised by the people. So no, it is never true. Since Obama became president. Understand? There has been a total shift in the kind of politics that and the determination of who becomes president in whichever nation. America's it's the most powerful nation, we should say, of the world. If America's election since 2008 has never depended, is not dependent, the outcome is not dependent on the franchise of the American people. Do you think that Ghana, you have the chance to, your voting is what determines who becomes your president? It is never true. It is never true. It's only that the electorate should never be made known. They shouldn't come to know. The political forces they are playing as huge to think as though we determine who becomes the president. If they can play us to fight and destroy lives as though you are fighting to get your political party in power, it is not that. The number one issue in America, which is impacting America's economy, finances, and the global situation, is the setup marriage between the extremely dangerous U.S. undercover agents and I. And it has impacted every U.S. national election since the establishment of the setup marriage in 2006, December the 9th. That is what brought about Barack Obama become the first African American president, and it also produced His Excellency John Donald Trump. It also produced His Excellency Joe Biden. You understand? So this very issue impacts directly as to who becomes the president of America. This didn't begin today. You understand? And there are very complex aspects of the issue, some aspects of the issue that impact directly global peace, security, and stability. And the Pentagon itself is aware that I have for years been very, very circumspect. There are some issues that if the political forces push me and I bring about, it's directly affect U.S. government peace, security, and stability. It affects Israel and Palestinian peace, security, and stability. It affects the peace, security, and stability of nations. So Pentagon is aware that I've been very, very much certain. There are some things that I don't bring them out as I'm supposed to bring them, because they border also on the life of the extremely dangerous undercover agent and the life of many leaders of the world. So we must understand that the objective is not to create confusion or chaos, but to let us understand that there are huge forces at play in Ghana and in America over the heads of the electorate, because of the setup marriage between the extremely dangerous U.S. undercover agents, and they are trying to play us to get their way with diplomatic forces within the office of the UN Secretary General to put their will on either America or Ghana for us to think as though we decided. The various political stakes, the NPP and the NDC, the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, they know so well that they should not let the electorate of Ghana and the electorate of the American people know that it's not all about your vote. You understand? There are huge factors that you should never be told. The electoral commissions do not tell you. Yeah, so that is what is happening. We the electorate, we get played, but we don't know that there is no nation in the world whose national elections outcome is not impacted by their national creditors. There are huge factors. So we should not just... What I need Ghana and America to understand is there is what we can do by making these global powers and traitor forces within America and Ghana understand that what is the sense if you will let us foresee a fight over national elections when you know that within the political process established you can play us to negotiate and establish give us your will as and not necessarily our votes. What is the way of playing us to make us fight and you understand? So Akwaba to the program testimony new world disorder. We there are forces in Ghana and in America, the Nana Danko Akufo-Addo government and the Biden administration that are pushing me to come out with information that might be in their political favor, and there are those two that must suppress and silence me from voicing out certain issues, because it's voicing out those issues also impact the outcome of the US and the Ghana national elections in their favor. So there is a huge intelligence and battle, political battle that is going on beyond the scene. But what I need us to understand is that we must be calm. We should not panic. Letting us know that the assassination on the life of His Excellency Trump is all about the setup marriage between yourself and I, and the undercover agent, the evil that she began, that has led to all these. Also endangers the life of the extremely dangerous US undercover agent. She could be assassinated. She is the mother of my two tortured and abducted children. So I also know I am being very, very much circumspect, and while they seek me to assassinate, you understand? So what I need us to understand is the assassination on the life of Trump is all because of me, and it was enshrined in the secret code of the battler. Why the battler was chosen to be the assassination point for the assassination of Donald Trump? The battler, as I tell you in the book of in the story of Joseph, Butler was an innocent man before the eyes of God, but in the sight of King Pharaoh, he must be held guilty and be killed. He was almost killed, but God intervened through Joseph, and he had his life. So right from the onset of the setup marriage, the US government, the CIA, the FBI, the BNI of Ghana, the Ghana Police Service, all of the Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and his cronies who created this problem with us, they know that I am an innocent individual whom they have set up into this problem just to get me destroyed and to get my family members killed, and created this problem for Ghana. So that is why the code name Butler, and that Butler was chosen to get Trump assassinated, because it is to tell tell the world that the intelligence community and the brains behind the assassination, they know that Trump is an innocent. He hasn't done anything politically to get assassinated. So the battler is to send out a signal that this is an innocent man. We know he's an innocent, but we are killing him because we kill him. You understand? So let's get it clear. At the appointed time, you must be. Let's be patient. Let's be patient. I don't want to put out information which would create confusion and chaos in America. Already, we are being told that there has been subsequent assassination attempt on the life of His Excellency Trump. But what we need to understand is Trump is not the very first person to have lost his life in this issue if the assassination went through. You know, His Excellency, from the days of His Excellency John Evans Fifi Atami, many Ghanaian leaders in the world, in Japan, in Haiti, lives have been lost. If you are a leader of any nation and you don't take care and in the handling and meddling with this issue, you will get assassinated. Understand? And one thing that we also have to understand is being that the FBI, the CIA, they all know that at the exposing of the extremely dangerous US, if she gets exposed, they are all in trouble because the FBI, the CIA, the BNI, the Ghana Police Service, they all have a hand in the creating of this problem. So the FBI strategically, and especially the government of Barack Obama, Biden, whenever they see that they are getting exposed, the undercover agent is getting exposed, they go to the extent of even staging up terror act against America to divert attention from exposés that are coming from near the White House. They have done that against America, over staging terror act against their own nation, for the state act to take over the media, as though America, terrorism has been, but meanwhile it's their own security agency, Biden Obama administration, who has done that to make a fool of the American people. The Biden-Harris administration has also used the same strategy over and over again. So we should not wonder. I am not bothered that, or maybe disturbed that another assassination attempt has been made on the life of Trump. I know that the Biden administration, because of the expose coming here, the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and cronies, political and diplomatic cronies that are at play, can stage up that act to just divert attention from the Butler assassination attempt on the life of Trump. So let's get it well and good. So His Excellency John Donald Trump, be still. God is with you and is watching on your back. Those that hate me to get me, seek to get me killed because of you, and hate you to get you killed because of me, their lives are in the hands of God. They are men, they are not God. Understand? They are men, they are not God. So don't be afraid of them. I am not afraid of them. What the forces in Ghana are doing to seek to get me assassinated and terrorized, persecuting, terrorizing, they are doing that at the expense of their very, very lives. Whoever doesn't know and dares on my life stand the risk of being assassinated. They know it themselves. So let them do. Let Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his government, the state sponsored trip, do as they wish, thinking that they are seeking to set Ghana ablaze. But it is at the peril of their own life. America is still. We shall get to know as we go on. Trump is an innocent man. They sought to kill him because of him. The same forces behind the Israeli-Palestinian situation, the same forces behind the COVID agenda, the same forces behind the global helplessness, they are the same forces who brought the extremely dangerous undercover agent, the Barack Obama, the Hillary Clinton, the Joe Bidens, the Kamala Harrises, the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addos, the John Kufuor, very, very diabolical forces. But God is in control. It's with Ghana and it's with America. John, you shall not die. Or say, I'm not dying. I'm not leaving this world until I finish everything that God brought me into this world to do. Ghana be still. God bless you. And God bless our homeland, Ghana. Bye bye. Peace be still. America, fear not. Ghana, fear not. It shall not stand or prosper. They are evil.